Well, hello, and we're now in the double digits.
Nice to see you here. Feels amazing. How do you feel?
Episode 10. It feels wonderful. Before we jump into today's video, please don't forget to give us a thumbs up if you're enjoying the content. Hit the subscribe button so you never miss a thing. It helps us out and keeps the channel growing. And now in to get into our topic, and that is, what do women want?
Ah, an easy topic, the easiest.
I actually think it is easy. I don't think, as much as we're always made to seem like we're so complicated, and men are like, I don't understand. Like, I don't understand what you mean. Like, I think that most of us say what we mean. No?
Right.
We say what we want. It's just, it's not heard on
Like,
the.
are you listening? Are you paying attention?
Yes, it kind of goes into the, can you find the ketchup in the fridge situation? It's right in front of you.
But is it? Oh, but is it though?
Go
Joke.
find it.
Yes. Like when I think about what women want, and we tell them, and it's like literally movies have been made about it, books have been written about it, and they're still confused. And I refer to the group of men who are confused about it. If you're not confused, keep it moving.
I think it's safe to make an assumption that most of the men are confused, which is why so many women are walking around upset about their relationships and how they feel in their everyday life.
Yes, it's very I feel a lot of things, you're right, we feel, and I would, gather that men don't feel that. And, like, my entire thing was, like, you don't have to feel that. I'm literally giving you instructions, right?
Literally.
Literally not even IKEA instructions. This is verbal. This is words. I might draw you a picture for the words, but like, what's happening here? I told you what I wanted.
I mean,
Sorry.
it's just so simple. But then it goes back to, they don't read instructions.
Yeah.
It all goes back. When they're instructions and you see them and you're like, why aren't you looking at the instructions? They're right there. The instructions are there to assist you and to guide you.
Right. And this is like we're talking about like married life, right? Because this brings me back into kind of like let's take it back, let's age us. Sex in the City. Remember those episodes? He's just not that into you. And I'm
Okay.
not like trying to say our husbands are just not into us or whatever, but like it also goes to if he wanted to, he would.
I don't
They
know.
know.
I don't know. I don't agree with that.
So you don't agree that if a man wants to do something, that he would.
I do agree with that.
Right, right, right.
I agree with that statement when it comes to that particular issue. And that is, if he wanted to see you, he would. If he wanted to make the effort, he would. I think it's a completely different beast when you're talking about when a man uh, wants to conquer you versus once he already conquered you. I think that they're completely separate topics, and you cannot compare them.
You guys are married and newlyweds, but married for 10 years, 15 years. It's a lot of work to maintain that relationship. It's a lot of work, like novelty, date nights, going out. And for the woman, like her role and what she presents to like keeping the spark alive.
But is it that difficult? Because going back, we literally tell them what we want. So I don't know what it is, but I wanted to bring up, what's his name,
Benny Blanco.
Benny Blanco, because I think it's quite fascinating. Um, all I know is that people kept talking about that relationship, him and Selena Gomez, and everyone was kind of hating on how is it this the beauty Selena Gomez is now. Aren't they engaged? Yeah, they're engaged. And I never paid attention to it. And then I randomly saw a couple of clips from their interview, and it blew my mind. It blew my mind because he spoke exactly to what I've always said all along, and that is, you don't need to be, or what conventionally attractive to get the most beautiful. Like the most beautiful woman in the room. You can literally get any woman you want. So it's so simple. And I go back like BD, it's the energy. It's the energy behind it.
Right. And yeah, I feel yeah, Benny Blanco, I thought that he was the topic of our podcast, so I did some research. And I know Benny Blanco a lot because I'm into like artistry and behind the scenes, so like his TikToks, and I watched a podcast with him of how like he handles his he's a genius producer, right? He made some of the biggest songs, and he talks about how he works with his artists, right? And he's like, if you're not a morning person, I'll meet you in the afternoon at my home studio. You told me in our first meeting what your favorite food is, something your mom makes. Well, I'm going to learn how to make that. I'm going to learn how to make the best food. I'm going to like set the scene. Because he knows how to get the best result from singers and musicians. And it applies to women too.
You make them feel heard. That's the essence of it all is I want to feel heard.
Yes, that is on my um look at my new cards, my new show cards. I love them. It makes it official. Emotional intelligence. Benny Blanco has emotional
Yep.
intelligence where, he writes songs. He like creates like the most amazing songs that we listen to all the time. And like
Mhm.
you have to be a little sensitive to create music. I think. An opinion.
Yeah, I feel like at the end of underneath it all, they are sensitive. They're just they don't have the capacity to be able to acknowledge it and feel it. It's just in there, and then they just kind of repress it because, like
Society.
yeah, maybe or how they're raised. I mean, it goes back to when a boy cries, boys don't cry.
Right, right. Boys do cry, actually. And men have feelings. I learned this. Men have feelings too. They're just not like our feelings, but they have their own.
Yes, but I think the difference is they're conditioned to not talk about them and not feel them,
They're
and
like,
from the young age they repress them
yeah.
because the society doesn't is not okay with that.
Well, another thing, like I would say that I did research, but really it's TikToks. When men are very emotional when they win or lose a sporting event. These guys are hugging, crying.
Yes.
Like I've never seen so much emotion from a man watching football. And you know, we're just little old lady. I'm just a little old lady. I'm going to go back to the kitchen. Like, get it together. Get it together. What are you doing? You're not in this game. You're not playing this game unless you have money on it.
This was a big issue with my ex. This was a big issue where he was like obsessed, and it would like upset him. And it was always an argument where I would say, I don't understand. Did you just play in that game? I don't understand what's happening here.
Like, get your
It contributes this much to your life. This much. In no way, shape, or form are you connected. You don't know any of them. It's not like it's even your family members.
you're
You're
like
not
wearing some
friends.
dude's name on your back.
It's just insane. But
This is offensive to sports fans.
that means that they are. No, we're talking about this. Not that they cannot like sports, but when it becomes an issue where it affects your real life.
Right. Like, I joke like during I was going to be toxic and I was going to print out a picture of a phone and tape it to my forehead so my husband could pay attention to me. I was like, oh, like I was going to make an app my eye, like the holes of the app. Be like, hey, do you want to look at me now? Do you care at all what I'm saying? And like, no, he doesn't. Like if he has like 4 drafting teams, I should just start a draft for him to engage with. But like, I think a lot of people feel that.
But to your point, that means that they are very much capable of feeling something. And maybe you're right. Maybe it is that It's no longer it goes back to they conquered you, and now you're not a priority, and now they don't have to put any effort in, because if
Like
he wanted to, he would.
I just like this is just my general feeling about marriage, right? Like, dude, you still want to have sex, right? You want sex, you want all those things. And but you're not like after a certain amount of years, you're
Yeah.
not putting in the work
No.
to get that. And then that like breaks apart a marriage. I mean, women need that too, but women need the more emotional connection to kind of like be a part of
Yes.
that environment, that relationship. And it was like when 50 Shades of Grey was a
Uh,
viral hit. Like the men should have been reading that. Like, why are you making fun of women desperately reading books in the shower, in the bath? Get buy a clue, dude.
Now, obviously, that relationship was toxic, right? We understand that was toxic, but it's
In the later books, yes. But it was about like, man, like here I planned the date for you, not where do you want to go.
it was
It's it was like sexy. Well, he was like a sexy character, and you don't need money to do that. Like you don't need that much money. Like maybe in New York.
no, you don't need money to do any of this, and this is where I think that so many men um fail, in that they think that we need these gifts
Well,
that.
don't let them think we don't. Okay,
No,
girl.
no, no. All right, no, no, no. Let me expand on this. Let me expand on this. We obviously want gifts, but I'm saying they think that
Right.
we want these like technology gifts, or like my girlfriend's husband. I think he got her a vacuum. I think I think as a gift. I don't remember. I think I'm making this up, but something along that. But she wanted it. Is the point? Is she wanted it, and he got it for her. It was like a very nice thing, but to them, they think these objects are what we want, when in reality what we want is effort, which is the huge difference. I
Mhm.
want the effort. Buy me that flower that I love out of nowhere, that will cost you $5, versus taking me out to a fancy dinner.
Yes, it's those everyday small things.
And it doesn't end. Oh, every day is a lot. I mean, we can't expect for them to do something every day. It's just let's hold the horses here, okay? Let's hold the horses, okay? I'm just saying that even when it comes to gift giving, give me a poem that you wrote
That's funny.
that will mean something. And I don't know. It could be just me. It could be just me.
Um, my husband actually has a very great gift. I don't know what Hallmark store he goes to, but he always, no matter where we are, finds like the cards with the poem. That seems
Okay,
like it was written between us. Um, but yeah,
effort.
effort.
He puts in effort.
Like
It doesn't matter what the
for those
outcome
cards,
is.
yes.
It
No,
doesn't
my husband's good, but
it doesn't matter if he writes them himself or he finds them, but the point is he does something that makes
thoughtful,
you exactly, that he
thoughtful
thought of it. He
effort.
put in he did his work into giving you something.
Yeah, we just want to be heard and listened to. Ask me
Um
what I think I wrote. Ask me what I think.
can we go back to Benny? Like some of the things that he mentioned in the interview, I thought were just fascinating. Like
Tell me.
so he says that he already knows when she's about to blow. Like he knows that this conversation is going to lead to nowhere. And he proactively puts a stop to what is happening and tries to diffuse her going off the rails. The amount of emotional intelligence that you need to have for this. How did this man get there? How did he get there? What did he do
He
to
produced artists like Mariah Carey.
huh?
He produced artists like Mariah Carey, like these unstable. Like I'm telling you, like I truly believe that he just has experience in this. Like Selena's also an artist, right? Like I can't look at them as regular people.
Sure,
She's a
okay, fine.
singer, she's an
Okay.
actress, she's
Yeah,
like on the top rated show right
sure.
now. Um he's gonna pull out all the stops for this queen of a woman, right? And he knows how to because he works with pop stars. That's his job, is to work with like bands who think they're already like superior than other people or whatever their deal is, their emotions. And he has to get the best result out of them. And years of experience, he just like puts it onto his girlfriend, fiance. And not trying like, and there, I'm sure there's some guys out there. I do believe there are men who like care to like see that are like, oh, my woman's blowing a fuse, and those are the men who care about women. And why wouldn't another man do it? Because he doesn't care.
But then wouldn't anybody that's sort of like in sales be the same way? Because you're in sales, you need to understand how to speak to people and how to make them happy and how to get them to work with you.
I'd argue, and I'm so sorry, this person just doesn't care. I think it's like really simple. Like I just like think about the things I do. I do it because I either want to or I don't. Like men will either go all out for you when you're in a relationship or be like they don't want to. They're in a comfort zone or they're going through their issues.
So I think that's really, yes. One is clearly they don't want to, or two, they're incapable of it.
Yeah, the incapables. Hmm.
Because those are plenty of those.
Yeah, they got no game. Yeah, they have no game. They don't know how to talk. Like, I talk about anxiety a lot. Guys have social anxiety. Like an unattractive man, but Benny has money. What does an unattractive man get confidence from? Money. Am I too
No.
simple?
I can tell you this from my dating history. There are plenty of men that do not have money but have
And
very
it
high
was,
confidence.
and I get what you're saying, but why? So you know them. I don't know
I
these.
know them, yeah.
So tell me, what did they? You know them. Then, like, what
Yeah.
did they have? Like, how were they confident? They
They
just
had the BDE, the energy.
right, but like, what?
And not necessarily the BD. I'm just saying it's, but they had the energy, and that's the key, is
Like,
that you present yourself a certain way. You present with confidence, and when you present yourself with confidence, others will perceive you as such.
facts, and that applies to women. But like, I'm curious, like, then what do they have to make them confident? Like, what is it? What were they leaning on?
They
Just
knew,
themselves?
so they knew how to get, they knew what Benny knew, and that is how you get the woman to melt. And you don't necessarily have to. Yes, listen, having the money is clearly very nice, very nice, but you don't need to. But they have the energy.
And we're not gold diggers here, by the way,
No,
for
of course
people.
not.
But
Yeah, and I
like I
said
just
that.
think Jeff Bezos, like what he was before Amazon and after, and his like swag, and he's like just like shows up, and I'm like, oh my god, Jeff, I'd love a conversation with you. And before I'm like, oh, you're a coder, that's cute, good for you,
Right, and
nice.
he's had the same money, no?
I mean, he did come from money, I believe, but that's not the point. Like it's
Right.
his aura. It's like a before picture and the after. He looked
Yes.
older
Yeah.
before
Yeah.
than
Yeah. He got
what
the
he is
energy.
now.
He got the energy.
But also, like, then you're right. Like, and there's billionaires with no energy, like Steve Jobs. No, oh,
Cool.
sorry, rest in peace. Bill Gates.
Oh, there you go. Exactly. We can have an entire list of men that are very wealthy that you will never look at.
Right.
Never. Like, no, thank you. What the money does, it removes a lot of the thinking for them. What the money can do, because if you have the extra income, then you're able to um, have others take care of it for you. You're able to outsource all
Right.
these things.
Yeah, that's fun.
The end result is still the same, right? It's not about how you get there. You don't
Yes,
have to slave over the stuff. No, you call your assistant and you
and do
say,
it.
every week, I want you to deliver flowers. I want you to give gifts or whatever.
But that's also like, again, I'm going from television shows. I didn't have a big dating history. Like if my um like, oh, he doesn't remember your birthday because his assistant sent you flowers. Like
He will always remember it
that's a
because
bummer.
he will always remember it because his assistant will remind him, and you will not even have to know.
You
And
won't you won't even have to know.
you won't even know if his
I
assistant is good enough. You would never even know.
file this under other things that I have no clue about. But I believe you. I believe you. And, just like to go off the money thing, I wrote women do want security here and globally. And it's not only about the money. Because I rather have a partner who goes down to fetch water from the well with me and like we carry our buckets together than like a team player, like a does it together, or oh you send or he pays somebody to go get it for you and then we're sitting there drinking our coffee together, like not
You know,
just togetherness.
yeah, no, the biggest flex for me, and I don't know if it's the same for everybody, is I want to know that he got it. I want to know that he's got it. And I don't have to worry about him getting it. He's got the kids. He's got it. I don't have to worry, like, were they fed on time? What did they eat? What did they do after? How was it handled? He got it. That is the biggest thing that I personally ask for that does not require money.
Hmm.
And I don't know, like, what is
This
the
is
biggest thing?
interesting.
What is the biggest thing that you like your thing?
What do I want? Somebody who um listens to me, like respects my opinion.
Yeah,
I know
yeah.
that he got it. He got everything. Literally, he has everything. He's it's taken care of. I could like literally
So the same
I'm
thing.
not, I just like want to be listened to about other things. I have a different circumstance. You and I have different backgrounds. Um, but as a stay-at-home mom, this is not just what I do. Like, I make jokes about folding towels, but I'm a college educated woman with hobbies and thoughts and like a writer. Like, don't treat me like I'm stupid, which
Mhm.
I'm not,
Right.
but don't pigeonhole me into like, oh, you're at home now. That's what I need from my relationship.
You want to be
Like,
seen,
well,
seen
I'm
and
just like
heard.
a yeah, I'm just like a person that is like just because I don't go to a job.
Yeah. So this is interesting because we both have different scenarios, different situations. All I do every day is make myself seen and heard. Literally, I'm just like
I
screaming
mean,
to everybody. So for me, at home, it's something different where I need to have so much control every day over everything that happens and everything that I do that I just want to just relax. And again, just feel like like it's going to be handled. Everything is going to be handled.
yeah, like this is like definitely a me issue, you
I'm not
know?
it's not an issue, but I think it's very relevant to being at home. It makes a lot of sense if you saying that. It shouldn't define you. You have so many other things
Yeah.
that you've had before, you still experience, and you need to be able to talk about them, and you need to be acknowledged.
Yes. We talk often about, the women who lunch, the women who play tennis in the middle of the day, right? Who could just like do that. I'm like, yeah, like I can do that. Like I can. I like people, I have like MS. I'm like disabled. I cannot go off to a job, but I can play tennis for 2 hours. And I'm like, no, I have to do something valuable with my time, something like important, something that makes a difference. And
Mm.
I do hope this podcast makes a difference for some people. I do get, we get positive feedback. Um, but yeah, not all women want to feel that. So some women do want to be like trad wives as
A what?
a trad wife.
What
It's
is
like
that?
a social media brain rot term for traditional wife.
What's a traditional wife?
Somebody who stays home, somebody who like cooks and like a stay-at-home mom, a traditional mom. Like on social media, they wear prairie dresses. somebody who's like, I'm going to pack my husband's lunch, which I wouldn't mind doing, even if I went to work. I love bento boxes, but like that's all they do.
Oh,
However, if they are content creators, they're also content creators, right? So that's the flip side,
I think that they're content creators. I don't
right?
think there are
They're
many.
cosplaying.
I don't think there are many moms that are doing this without anyone seeing this on social media.
Yeah, like, like that. Like, I said to my bestie, I was like, I'm gonna be a trad wife, but I must write about it.
Mm.
Like, then I can't just like
Then you're not.
picking up like, and again, I don't mind these tasks. It keeps the house running. I get it, cool, but
Um,
it's not everything.
Can there was something else that he said. Oh, so he said this, which I thought was also very fascinating. So when he travels, and obviously, with his job, he does a lot, and he sees a lot of people, and he does goes to different events. He said that he knows that it makes her feel good when he checks in. He knows it
Yes,
makes her feel good.
I love
So
that.
he will just send her a quick text saying, "Hey, I'm thinking about you. I'm now going to this place."
I
It
love
does
that.
it doesn't come from a place of she's nagging and
I
she
feel like
you
so warm inside. Look how I'm smiling. Oh my god, he went to like a Grammy party and he texted her. Please, that's
it's
amazing.
it's so simple. It's so simple.
Because he could go off and do whatever he wants, whatever. He's just free, but he texts her.
And he does it thinking of her, putting her first and saying, I want her. See, he says, oh my God. He says he wakes up every day thinking, how do I make her happy today?
Oh my god. Oh
What?
my god.
What? So whoever was wondering like why she's with him, this is why she's with him,
Yes.
and
Like
this
she
is
like
as
really loves
simple.
him.
And how could you not? How could you not? She feels validated. She feels loved.
And she was also previously with the man Justin Bieber, whom we don't trash, but it was toxic.
He was incapable. Well, listen.
And
He
we're
has a
not
lot of
we're
demons. He has a lot of
we
demons that he's processing, and that's where that came
we
from.
don't judge Justin. Justin is a victim just like
Justin is a
he
victim.
was a product of like their relationship, but I think he loves her. I think Justin loved her so much. He just
100%.
didn't know how to.
100%.
With his own problems inside, he couldn't like overcome. Like, how could one overcome
And now
what is public? Sad Justin. He's not doing well.
he's not doing well.
No, he's not. And he cannot give his wife what she needs and
No.
his child because of his trauma. And
Yes.
so maybe Benny has a more clear path without that.
Benny has clearly worked on, if he had any trauma, he clearly worked on it and he was able to move past it.
Yeah.
Did you want to say something?
I don't know.
Well, we just had technical difficulties,
Mhm.
so I don't know what happened and with this particular uh episode. But we will end it here. And to peel it all back,
Mhm.
what do women want? Maybe it's not just one thing. It's kindness, respect, support, and the space to define ourselves without the weight of society's expectations.
For
It's about
sure.
being seen, being heard, and feeling valued for who we are. So I think that continue telling the man in your life what you want, and let's hope for them to reach that emotional intelligence that Benny has reached.
Yeah.
So we will all be Selena.
Text me when you get there, brah.
Yes. Okay, bye.
Bye.